everyone, thank you for being here and welcome. Hi, my name is Alicia Martin, if some of you don't know who I am. I'm going to be speaking about my grandfather who has recently passed. We all called him Grandpa Bill, but to most of you, he may be known as Bill Martin. Grandpa Bill was a sweet old man. He loved how all of the new technology worked, our cell phones, the TVs. He was so shocked, so mind blown by everything that he's seen, what we would do. We would be texting and he would be like, oh my gosh, that's the coolest thing in the world. Little did he know that was just our regular normal. My grandfather Bill, he was a very radio person. He loved the radio. He loved to listen to it all the time. He was always on the Christian channel. He loved to listen to it. I remember going into his house, and every time that we were there, he was always listening to it. My Grandpa Bill has been so proud of each and one of his family members. When we were telling him that one of our cousins had actually joined the army, he was so proud of her. He was so blessed, and he prayed for her the whole way that while she was gone. My grandfather is survived by his two sons, Jeff Martin and Jeremy Martin. Jeff is my dad. My dad has so many stories that my grandfather would tell or that he witnessed. He would always tell us these fascinating stories, and we would just sit there and just look at him with our puppy dog eyes and just watch him tell us these stories. My Uncle Jeremy, he has always been there for my grandpa. My grandpa's always been there for him. My grandpa would offer any money that he needed if my Uncle Jeremy was a little tight on money. He would always show up no matter what the inconvenience was. He was always there for my Uncle Jeremy. My dad needed a place to live while he was growing up, and my grandpa offered it to him without any hesitation. He was such a very generous man. My grandfather is also survived by his two siblings, John and George Martin. They lived on the eastern side of Washington, so he couldn't really see them all the time, but he would not miss one Monday where he didn't drop off a letter in the mail to get it to them in time for that week. My grandfather is also survived by his 4 grandchildren, Caitlin, Mariah, Kaylee, and myself. He has always been there for us. He always made sure we had Christmas presents and birthday presents and Valentine's presents, and he was always the best, greatest gift giver ever. One time we also had a big bonfire in his yard, and all the neighbor kids came, and they went and we played hide and go seek with him, and he loved to play hide and go seek. It was one of the funnest nights I've ever had with him. He loved to play hide and seek with us. He also loved to play tickle tag with us, and he was just such a fun and generous man. Grandpa, I want you to know that I will always love you. Each one of us will always love you, and that we will always be here, and we will always hold a special place in our heart for you. We miss you a lot, and we thank you for all of your generosity and all the fun and laughs and all the memories you gave us, and we wish you could have went on just a little bit longer. With that, I thank you guys.